All right.
You ready?
Flip me off again? Or are you just going to, this time, just go straight into the words?
3, 2.
Put on your game face, because this is what this episode is. It's a game face episode. This is exciting, isn't it? I'm Carl with Lee and Simone, and we're putting on our game face to tell you everything that we have been playing this week, and hopefully some exciting stuff. I don't say we have anything exciting planned, but who knows who might jump in. How you guys doing?
I mean,
There was lots of the word exciting used in that sentence, mate.
Yeah, well, I feel like after the day I've had, we need some excitement going on.
Is it because we've just been talking about iPhones and you're all excited now?
I'm excited, but my brain's also fried. I spent the entire day today writing a 50-page how-to-patch document.
Oh my God, just turn on Windows updates and then run away real quick.
Yeah, I mean, effectively, it's 50 pages of how to turn on Windows Update.
That's special.
It is. It's rather great. So my brain is a bit mush. So I might repeat myself a bit. But how are you, Mr. Lee? I see you
I'm
looking
right.
suave.
I've been doing power automate. Went to barbers and had a beard and head shave thing going on.
it looks
nice.
good.
And I look young, I've been told, so that's good. That's a bonus.
Yeah, no, you shaved like 20 years off your face.
That's right, exactly, yes.
To be honest, I didn't know you could hear me at that point.
Okay.
So you see, I say nice things about
Behind
you
my back.
Behind your back, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
It's the best way to influence friends and win people. Isn't
Yes.
that the name of the book?
That's one you've been reading, Carl. Yes.
Yep. Influence friends and win people.
Miracle Workers, yeah, that's right, new. It's been good. It's been a nice day today. I've done stuff. And I
Yeah.
did more garage tidying. I actually brought storage
Oh, yes?
and things have been stored.
Man, you're going to have to start doing a garage tour at one
A garage tour.
Or
I brought a
studio tour.
longer
Sorry, that's what we call it these days in the industry.
a garage tour.
No, studio tour.
Oh, studio tour. That's right. This
Oh,
is my
yes,
studio.
Streaming and recording studio.
I brought a Rode USB extension cable because I was looking
nice.
into it and I thought, well, it's best to buy the Rode one because at least I know it'll work. Because no USB cable is the same as the next USB cable, so I purchased one. It was very exciting. Got here in 2 days, which is very weird because nothing gets here anymore. We have no postal service anymore.
It's just Bob who has to do the whole of the North
That's
Island.
right. Well, I ordered something from a Kiwi company, I thought, but they have Aussie sites, so it took 3 weeks to get to Auckland, and it's now in Auckland. Like, amazing, good
That's
one.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And
I
it now
love
sit in Auckland for a week or so in customs.
Yeah, well, I mean, they ship it all the way from the outback, the middle of the
Yes,
outback.
on the back of
They
a
send it
camel.
over. And then it's got to, connect onto the back of a whale to go across to New Zealand.
Well, I'm actually thinking my stuff my light I ordered from China is going to get here quicker than something I ordered from Australia, from a New Zealand company. That's what I'm thinking currently.
yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Amazon's the way to go. 5 days it gets here. It's incredible.
Yes, that's amazing. Is there a way to at least say to these people, hey, listen here, your delivery time sucks?
Oh, no. So they sent me an email a couple of days ago going, oh, sorry that we're a bit rubbish. Here's a $25 voucher. I was like, oh, that's cool. But you have to spend $125. I'm like, so you want $100 of my money to send me stuff that will get here in a month? Is that what you're asking now? Okay, cool. That's awesome.
So we're rubbish. Please spend more money on
Please
us.
put more money that you can't have your stuff.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's incredible. Good
Yeah.
job, guys. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
no, I was quite impressed. So I'll be using those guys again.
Luckily, we don't name and shame. Otherwise, there'll be a couple of companies shaking in their boots, I think.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So concerned.
And Simone, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. My brain is not mush like yours. If I'd thought about it, I should have offered to be the host today. But too late, I think.
Too late, she cried. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's you're left with the mushy-brained host tonight, so it's your fault. Haha.
Gosh, Simone.
Oh, okay, wow, yeah, my fault.
Well, that was the royal you. That was also
It's
including the
okay,
listeners on that.
It's too late, Kyle.
I was including the listeners on that, so it's also their fault.
What was that new phrase I learned this week? Was it something about fish? It's basically like putting your foot in your mouth. Oh, egg on your face.
Egg on your face.
That's right. That's right. Kyle had egg all over his face the other day, and I learned a new idiom.
What does that have to do with anything about fish?
Yeah, I don't know what's got to do with fish. I was thinking the same.
I'd had something to do with food.
It's just
Straight to
food.
fish. Clearly, if there's an idiom about food, it must be something to do with fish.
Well, you know, fish
So
and
confused.
eggs. It's
What's
not
happening in
that big
Australia?
of a
You
jump.
guys okay? I feel like lockdown's breaking you.
You
That
have
too.
no idea. Oh
Yep.
my word.
Only a month to go. Woo.
We've got apparently 10 weeks to go.
Oh, 10 weeks. Oh, Christmas.
I just have to remind myself it's not a good look to cry on the podcast.
No, don't cry.
No.
Oh, no, Carl's fallen off. What's happened to Carl? Where's Carl? Just
Oh, no.
sobbing quietly in the background.
Just in the corner, crying with cookies, getting fat.
Oh, no. In the shower with his cookies.
Yep, you know how it goes. Well, no one's here to listen to us talk about our personal problems or our
That's right.
personal anything. Actually,
Gripes.
Except the games we've been playing.
Yes.
So, we've been playing quite a few games recently.
Well, that's good because I've played one game.
Look at that.
Again, should we take guesses as to what game it is?
Try.
Okay.
I'm just going to double check I haven't played any games, but I'm pretty sure I've played one game this week. I was
Is
on a
it
mission.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
No.
Valhalla.
No.
Unity.
Unity.
Forza. Oh, Unity.
Yeah. Completed.
Ah,
Nice.
100%ed?
100%ed? No. Completed the main story.
Good on you.
45%ed?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I've got a reasonable amount of achievement bits out of it. Got a reasonable amount of achievements. We'll just checking now, but yeah, I've completed that game because it was annoying me. I'd kind of done quite a lot of it.
Ah,
And I
it
just was like,
annoying me
right,
how I've done quite a lot of it and just haven't
I've
finished
got
it.
31 achievements in that game. It's not that bad.
That is pretty
Pretty
good.
Yeah.
Out of how many?
What percentage is that?
407.
Halfway? About half.
Pretty good.
How long did it take you to finish the story?
Well, it says time played 000, so no time whatsoever. Just amazing.
Brilliant. Man, I should get onto that.
It's,
to his hyperbolic time chamber to play this game. Clearly.
I might check on 2 achievements if it says in there. I played, so there's 12 sequences, and each sequence has like 3 memories, and each memory is like 20 minutes probably.
Oh, okay. So it's nice and shortish.
But then I like it's quite relaxing, so I like going and finding all the chests and then finding
yes.
all the kind of viewpoints and then unlocking everything. So
Yeah,
I end up
Assassin's
kind
Creed
of
Yeah, Assassin's Creed is really good for that, isn't it?
yeah. Well, you sent me an invite to go Gears, and I was sat there just chilling out playing Assassin's Creed. I was like, I don't really want to get angry. I feel quite chilled out at the moment, so I'm just going to sit here quietly and just keep playing, keep plodding through. I'm kind of good enough to just. Sorry,
You
go
didn't
on.
even reply to my message to say no.
No.
Can't join you. You're just ignored, just flat out.
I just like
ignored.
no, because if I talk to you, I'm not playing. So if I ignore you, I won't play. That was my
He's too
theory.
tempting. That
Yeah,
face.
you'd be like, oh, come on, please play. I'm like, no, I don't want to play. And you go, no, come on. So no. 24 hours. 24 hours I've played.
Oh,
It's not
that
two
was
achievements
sad,
records.
actually.
It was
Yeah.
a good session that you skipped, actually, because Kyle did end the night being quite grumpy.
Oh, well, there you
Not
go.
at
See.
you, but yeah.
No, at the
No,
generalness.
well, I mean, constantly just grumpy at Lee these days.
Wow. That's harsh. That wasn't even there.
Exactly.
Yes, I do like. So Unity's really good. I like the story. It's quite a cool story. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's a bit sad at the end. I was like, oh, that's a real and not very happy ending.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
I can't believe Assassin's Creed have stories.
Oh yeah, God yeah. Because there's like, so it's all about your family basically. Your dad gets murdered at the beginning. Like first scene is dad getting
Oh.
murdered.
Oh, okay, that's a bit rough.
Yeah, and then you kind of the whole story is you trying to find out who killed your dad, and it kind of leads on to other things got affected and
Oh, okay, so
yeah.
so clearly you're trying to find out who killed your dad, so you become an assassin. to
You become
kill
an assassin.
Everyone else, just in case it was that person.
Because he was already involved in them, so that was kind of the
Oh,
the family
okay.
thing going on. So
Oh, so it was like the
Interesting.
family business.
family business, yeah.
Family business is murder.
Reminds me of how Rise starts, I think. Right? Because doesn't your dad die straight in the beginning?
No, I think your wife and kids do.
Yes.
Your whole family
and
gets murdered.
I
Harsh.
think, does the mother play a big role, or is it your wife?
I think it's your wife.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's like your immediate, like not like your chosen family, not your immediate family.
My chosen family.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
Someone important dies.
yeah, and then Rise, the story for Rise begins, and you practically go on a rampage.
Yes.
What a
Absolutely.
good story. That game was so good. I can't get over we don't have another one.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's
How many things
Creed.
did you look at?
I looked at all of the things. It's funny because you got all these chests. I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's a cool game. You know what Assassin's Creed's like? What you do, it's like you're an assassin sneaking around killing things and then opening chests.
And
That is the game, and it's a proper. I feel like it's the best Assassin's Creed game in respect of being an assassin.
Okay.
Like you'll kick ass enough to be kind of like they kind of got far enough down the line of giving you good. The graphics are pretty good. The way your skills are pretty good. Everything's kind of quite well put together. Whereas Black Flag's you're a pirate, and Valhalla you're a Viking, and Syndicate I don't think you're an assassin. I think you're just running around in England. Yeah, so I think they've
With
kind of.
some light assassination on the side.
That's Rogue, you're a Templar, so the opposite to assassin. You're actually going to kill assassins.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I haven't played
yeah.
1, 2, and 3, so I don't know how they play. But I played 1 very briefly, just to get an achievement to do the training because I needed to get an achievement in a game that was an Xbox 360 game or something. It was certain oldest game. I don't know what it was, but I had to get an achievement in one of the oldest games I could find. And if you
Was
go
that
through the
for
training,
Christmas or something?
it might have been for
Not
Christmas.
this year?
Yeah, I think you're right. It might have been Christmas actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was quite funny. So
Oh,
I did the
good job.
training. Got my 5 points or 10 points. I went, yep, done. Get out.
Yep, done. Back to Destiny.
But I'm tempted to play Rogue now after talking to people because it's supposed to be quite good, and it's supposed to be linked as well. There's a link between the two stories, between Rogue and
cool.
Unity as well.
Oh
Yeah.
neat.
Was there the link between Black Flag and Unity at all?
No,
Okay.
no. So Rogue is the final of the Kenway. Can't remember my first name. No, the Kenway pirate guy.
Yep.
So that Rogue is the final story of his because it's like the other side. So it's the
okay.
Templars. He goes after the Templars in Black Flag, whereas the Templars going after assassins
Right.
in Rogue. So it's like a flip, basically.
I see.
But it's not an Assassin's game, though, which is, no.
Yeah, they should call it Templar's Creed.
Yes. Brilliant.
It probably wouldn't sell so well because people would be like, what is this? Templar's Creed. It's ripping off Assassin's Creed. And
That's
then
right.
Ubisoft can jump out from behind a bush going, ha! Look, it's the same game.
Surprise.
Woohoo, bet you didn't know. And everyone
Oh,
goes,
dear.
"Ooh,
Carl, are you
what a
okay, Carl?
twist." Going
He's very
slightly
not
mad.
okay.
No,
He
he's
let us
not.
know in the beginning though, so
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. You're kind of like it's a weird game because you don't actually have to level up as such. You just buy better gear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the better gear, how you kind of get your good gear is by earning money, and you can kind of just go around and get all the chests, and you take over a calf. Once you do all the calf missions, you get like 40,000 gold every like 20 minutes or so, which is a
Okay.
decent amount. So you can kind of buy all the gear
And free
cool.
scones?
and free scones as a show.
you're-
Oh no,
you're
coffee!
in-
You can get a coffee. You stand against the bar and get a coffee for free.
Oh,
cool,
nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, like, because it's in France, eh? So you get coffee and croissants.
croissants. Yes,
Say that again?
croissants. I'm not sure what you said.
Croissants.
Croissants.
Got to have the New Zealand twang to it.
Yeah, the South African New Zealand twang. Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, so it's cool. I recommend playing it. And it's like $3, $2. It's free. Did you get a copy sent to you? We talked about this last week.
Yeah, I got some codes sent to me and they were all redeemed. And I feel bad going back to Shadowless Edge and saying, hey, so all those
You're
codes are
useless.
redeemed, lol.
You
Can
are
you
completely-
please give me another code?
I got it on
Because
CD
he's only-
keys for $3, I think it cost me.
See, I'm cheap.
Nice.
And Assassin's Creed games, like, they look so good until you play them and then you remember that they're Assassin's Creed games.
Which ones have you played?
Black Flag, number 1.
Yeah, but have you played properly? Like, I feel like you played that for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, Black Flag I tried to get into, but I don't know. Something about it just didn't, tickle my chin.
Tickle your
So,
chin.
wait.
Okay.
So what do you mean by it's an Assassin's Creed game?
You climb up something high, you look at things, you jump down, you murder people.
Okay, so it has a formula that you're a bit bored of.
Yeah, like, does it do anything other than look at things, jump down, murder people, climb up something high, get killed by the cops?
Okay, so like in terms of that type of gameplay, but you did. Oh, isn't Batman like that?
Oh.
Yes.
No, wait. No.
That's basically
no, don't say
Batman.
that. No.
And and what's that? What's the one Lord of the Rings game was I?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Shadow of Mordor, but of
Shadow
course
of
that has an
Mordor,
extra
yeah.
element to it, which is the Nemesis system.
Oh yeah, that's
Then
fun.
then I remembered that Shadow of Mordor was very brawly, like Batman, and so that's
Yes.
why I came to that.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely Lord of the Rings Batman.
Right. But then, in fairness, there's always something extra special about playing a game that's part of a franchise that you love. So if I would play. What's my least? I would play a puzzle game if it had Star Wars. If it was Star Wars themed.
Yeah, you play a mobile game, which basically is annoying, but it's because of Star Wars you keep playing it.
It's-
No, I really do like grindy games, so I'd probably play it anyway. But no, I was thinking of just a genre that I really don't like. But you
Yeah.
slap Star Wars on it, and I will play it. So yeah, so Carl, I understand. There's nothing. If Assassin's Creed was Lord of the Rings, you would play it.
I don't know.
I actually disagree because I think the style of game is very much like you can follow the story, but you still need to do all the investigating to kind of get yourself powerful enough to complete the story. So you still have to go and look at all the chests. You still have to go and kind of go in all the areas. You have to go and pick up all the kind of shiny things in the sky. And that's why I like it because it's so chilled out. There's seriously there's stuff shining in the sky you have to go and get.
They're called stars, Lee.
They're called cockages or something. Actually, no idea what that is.
Interesting. It must be a French thing. Okay, Carl, sorry, just a quick question. I know we're talking about Assassin's Creed for a long time, but do you have any interest in the history side of it?
In a bit, but they don't seem to really do the history things. Like, it's not a focus. It's more just a backdrop.
No, hang on, that's not true. In Origins, there's an educational mode that you can turn on.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, but in Unity there isn't.
Okay,
Like,
so
at no
it's
point
just
do you turn on education mode and then go watch King Louis get his head chopped off.
that would be amazing. But okay, so
It's all very.
Your
It's
graph-
actually completely set in the French Revolution, and there's tons of historical stuff going on all the time.
okay.
And
See,
King
I don't
Louis
know
is in there
anything.
getting his head chopped off at one as well.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know anything about the French Revolution, so I would go in naive and then probably not know what's going on, but give it a shot.
Yeah, I agree. I knew nothing about it, though, but I kind of just started playing it. It's interesting because you kind of see the French fort start off, and it kind of takes you around the different areas, like the worn out areas and the nice areas, and you kind of see quite difference how the people
Oh,
are
cool.
acting. Yeah, so it is interesting. And then there is stuff that happens, and then it all changes. Like all the areas change a little bit, and there's fighting and rioting and stuff going on. There's fighting in the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it is quite cool in that respect. There you go.
Yeah,
I'll just
okay.
put it on.
So it sounds pretty cool.
It's fun. It's Assassin's
So-
Creed. It is
Yeah,
exactly what you
Assassin's
get.
Creed.
Yeah.
So Lee only played one game this week,
I
and
know.
we start with him. He's got nothing left to say. for the
I'm
rest of
out
the
now.
show.
I'm going to go home.
Yeah, well, he's going to sit and drink coffee and eat croissants.
Croissants, yes.
Croissant.
Croissants.
Croissants, yes.
Croissants. He's going to have some coffee and eat croissants.
I might just watch a video about I might just play my game. See if I can
Yeah,
go
no,
onto
you
my
can,
Xbox and play
this
it.
is why you need an Xbox in your studio. You can just turn around and just start playing games.
Oh, so actually, I'll talk about this later then. I did something today.
Oh,
It's very
man,
exciting.
What a teaser.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
good teaser. Good
Yeah.
teaser.
What did you play, Simone?
Okay, so Kyle and I jumped into Gears 5 a lot this weekend because they were having a ×5 XP weekend. So we played a lot of Horde and we played a little bit of multiplayer. I made a fantastic 2-page, not a spreadsheet, a Word document of achievements that we could go for. That didn't last very long because Kyle really didn't enjoy Versus. So we just played Horde. And I achievement hunted as best I could, made progress towards certain character levels and such. So that was basically our entire weekend. The only thing we played this weekend was Gears 5 Horde.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Carl thoroughly enjoyed himself once we stopped playing ranked matches. What is interesting though is the first ranked match you play, I mean, you get decimated, but then they know where you are.
Then they go,
So
"Oh,
the
you're
next
rubbish."
game-
Wait a minute, let me
Yeah.
give you an easy one. Yeah.
The next game, then we were playing with noobs, which was quite nice, and we won that match quite nicely. You know, it was nice to play against people who also, you know, spun around madly when you were too close because they panic. So that was quite nice. So we
You
won
didn't just
that,
die for a
and then-
shotgun.
Yeah, exactly. And then we go up a rank, and I'm thinking, oh crap, this means that the next one's going to be harder. I liked playing with the noobs, but I guess that's ranked for you. So yeah,
Yeah.
interesting experience. Played two ranked matches, and then we went back to Horde and stayed in Horde.
Yeah. Some of the verses that we did is incredible. Like, these guys are able to shoot the shotgun quicker than you can get off one shot.
What servers were you on? Were you on Australian or Australasian servers, or was it US servers?
Oh, our ping wasn't great, was it?
Yeah, our ping wasn't great, and I have a feeling we were also probably playing with PC people. I was so sure
Yeah.
some
Nah,
people
it'll be your
were cheating
ping.
at some
It'll be your
point.
ping. If your ping's any more than like 100 milliseconds, you're screwed, because that's quite a lot of time in
Yeah, ours was
Twitch.
sitting at what, 150?
Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
be
we
down like
started
20,
on
30, 40, that sort of number, and that's kind of high.
Yeah, it's so annoying because these guys, I even said to Simone, I don't understand how it's physically possible that they're getting 2 shots off with a shotgun, the Nasher, in your face before you've gotten 1 shot. And you watch the kill cam, right? These guys, they shoot before they see you, and then they shoot again as soon as they see you. And they do 100% of damage in 1 hit. And you hit them 3 times, and you're only getting 60% of their, like, you're doing 60% damage in 3 hits.
Yep.
And I don't
So,
understand it. Like,
do you know I don't like playing PvP? And that's why, because it's just it's just a waste of time. I always find it because the people that play what PvP play it all the time, and that's all they play. So
I
for
can
us noobs that go in and have fun, we're just not very
Yeah.
good.
No, I can understand that. I mean, Destiny PvP is good because you still feel pretty good, you know?
No, you do. We played it a lot, and we got quite good. But if we jump
Yeah.
in now, we'll be useless.
You will be useless for like the first 10 minutes, 10 matches.
Yeah, 10 matches, yeah. Like we used to play. I don't think you realize how much we used to play. Like it was
No, we used
ridiculous
to
how much we
play
play.
so much.
And we were-
like to the point where when we jumped back into Destiny the previous week, I was like, what controls? Controller, and like end up trying to play with my feet, going, I don't know, buttons.
Yep. Playing with your feet.
Well, I mean, that's how my hands felt trying to hold the controller.
Okay, I have a serious question.
Oh.
Today, I did a little bit of research about the reputation that Xbox used to have.
Oh, yes.
Now, when the Xbox One came out, they kept the reputation in. It worked a little bit differently, but they kept it in. Now, I couldn't see any articles more recent than 2015 about the reputation system. Did they take it out?
No, it's still there. You
Okay.
can go and have a look at your own reputation if you go to, I think it's enforcement.xbox.com or something.
Okay.
So it's still there. The reputation thing is still there, but I think because it's not front and center like it was in the beginning of the Xbox One era, people don't realize that it's still there and don't use it so much.
Oh, yeah.
What is this? Oh, reputation. Welcome. Yeah, it's here. What is a policy and enforcement team?
What's your
Yeah.
reputation, Lee?
You don't want to know.
Yeah,
Is it
so
really?
and then I read quite a lengthy Reddit post about how from 4 years ago, which I guess is newish, about how one can get stuck in the bad reputation area. Because of course, then you're only playing with people with bad reputation. They'll report you for no reason.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have a perfect record, it says.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. Reputation. Oh, yes. See, reputation thingy.
Yeah, and it shows you a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I was on
Good
there the other
player.
day.
Most common player on Xbox Live. Typical player uses plays online regularly. Receives very little negative feedback. None. Actually. Quitter, unsporting, cheater, voice. Oh, I got no things whatsoever. The feedback I received.
Yeah, I was having a look the other day as well. So yeah,
Oh.
it's still there. You can still
I'm-
report people.
I'm boring.
In Xbox. In Xbox.
I'll rate you, Lee. I'll rate you happy,
Thanks, bro.
happy faces.
Happy face. I remember with Xbox One, I think in 2014 or 2015, my account got suspended for Xbox because someone
you're
apparently
dodgy.
reported me. Yeah. And so I reached out to them and I said to them, what the heck? And they go, oh, sorry, that was an like a bot went and rated me as a bad player and just put me into the super bad reputation by accident.
Wow.
What? How?
Yeah, I know. It wigged out because I contacted Microsoft support saying, no one's reported me. I haven't had any other strikes against my account. How come I'm all of a sudden getting this message on my Xbox saying I can't play on Xbox Live? And they're like, oh, sorry, the bot was a bit grabby.
Just think how many other people it did that to.
And they didn't chase it up.
And
as
didn't
well.
Yeah.
contact them, yeah.
So, I was pretty put out for like a full day. I was like, what? Who reported me? What did I do?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just playing games. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Grabby bots.
And the bot was just a bit too grabby.
Glad they sorted it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty quick once they sorted it out. Reputation bounced back pretty quick. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I can see how the system is set up for abuse in a way. You get all your mates to report one player, and suddenly that dude is, down in the dumps forever.
Yeah. And some people will report players that just keep killing them.
Yeah. I'm tempted to report some players sometimes because they're cheating. They must be cheating. They have to be. There's no way that anyone can be that good ever.
That does bring us on to our second game.
Yep.
So we jumped into Star Wars Battlefront 2 for all of 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yep.
Because my brother was playing. And so I thought, oh yeah, let's jump on. Because my brother never plays Xbox. So I sent him an invite and he
Ignored us.
ghosted me. So we played a game anyway.
I hate that
Because
when
I
that people do that.
Yeah, when you're trying to invite them to like a game and they're just like, but
Just
I'm sitting
ignore
there
you.
playing quietly. I'm just going to ignore you.
Yes. Hurt. Shush, guys. You keep
Sorry.
your personal lives to yourself. Yes, so we played for a bit. I figured let's hop into a game mode that we don't normally get game play in because the servers are so quiet. So we hopped in a game of like Starfighter,
Ah, yes.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
I've only ever played one of these in Battlefront 2 because, well, no one plays them. So, and they don't seem to backfill with bots.
Yeah, it's annoying that it doesn't backfill with bots at all, eh?
Yeah, so we won our first game quite nicely, actually. That was a lot of fun. First time winning the Starfighter mode, which was great because I got an achievement. Then we hopped into the second match, and you wouldn't have thought this was possible, but there was a player there who was spawn camping,
Ah.
Yeah.
and he was just picking us off constantly, and we couldn't spawn and go more than 5 seconds without being hit by this guy, so we left.
Yeah,
That was
that's not much
amazing.
fun.
He was spawn camping to a degree because I think it was 4v4. And by the time
Yes.
Simone and I had left, every one of our other team had dropped out.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So on his side,
I bet he's got
it was
lots of
just him.
friends.
Yeah, it's amazing because this whole Starfighter thing, the ship keeps moving forwards, right? You can't just sit in one spot. It's not like a FPS where you can just sit, right? The ship keeps moving in the starfighting thing. So the fact that he was able to figure out a way to spawn camp, that's taking it to the next level.
That's
Yeah.
practice.
Man,
Yeah,
quite
it was
frustrating.
hard. I mean, I'm not good at Starfighter. I've only ever played 3-ish times, and I've never won, but it just became unfun. And even if he is insanely good, which is, I mean, great for him, if it's not fun, I'm going to quit the game. I don't have
Yeah.
time for this.
Yeah, we've got other things to play, so
Yeah,
and why are we going to try grind against something that's not fun?
And that's one of the downfalls of Battlefront 2 is that it just puts you with any players. Whereas Gears will, if you're in a
Try rank
match,
you.
it'll rank you with other noobs.
Yeah,
So,
which is
so
good.
then it makes it more fun.
Yeah, it does.
Makes it more fun. And at least Gears, you can shoot things by yourself if you want to. Whereas Battlefront is only, well, there's a campaign, but the matches are all multiplayer.
Yeah. It's a bit of it's a bit of a pity to have such a emphasis on multiplayer, but have no real way of gauging
Yes.
your skill level and getting you to play with that skill level.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
having a ranked system, even if it's just in the background, so you don't have, you don't have it front and center like Gears says, oh, your rank is 1 million out of 200,000 people because you're so bad.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's just invisible in the background, oh, this is your ranking, these are the type of players you play against. So it's constantly challenging. Like, if you're winning by 2 or 3, that's a good match,
yeah.
If you're losing by 2 or 3, then you want to jump back in because it's so close. I'm so close. I can almost do it,
I can almost taste it.
Yeah. Whereas, I mean, if you're getting decimated 20-0, you're just, cool, I'm just going to go play something else. The game has immediately lost
you
everything.
as a player,
your attention span.
Exactly.
Because you go, this isn't fun. Oh, I spawn, I die. This guy, like, he was killing us before we could even lock on our missiles. And locking on a missile is holding down your right button, and it literally goes, locked.
Yeah. So we had a good weekend and a frustrating weekend.
Yep.
Nice that we did get some gaming in though, because Kyle was working.
Yeah, pity. But we did get Gears. What level are you up to now? In Gears?
I've re-upped twice. I think I'm up to 30 something.
Nice. Yeah. I'm sitting on level 70 something, and I've re-upped 3 times so far. So
In the total amount of time Gears 5 has been out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, considering I had re-upped once before this 5 times XP event, I've now gone up effectively 200 levels, if you think about it.
I didn't have to think hard. 100 is easy to count. That's great, my love. I'm so for you.
I'm pretty proud of that, and I will be proud of myself. 200
That's
levels
good.
is pretty good in like a week.
It's good. And the times 5 is finished now, is that right?
It finishes tonight.
Okay, so we can still get in a few games tonight if you want.
Oh, no, I'm happy where I am now. This coming weekend, they're doing a double XP event.
Oh, okay, great.
But as Gears 5 comes to end of life, because they're finishing up with the Operation 8 drops,
Yes.
I think they're just going to put a permanent like 2 or 3 times XP multiplier in the whole time.
That's going to be very handy for the achievement hunters that are trying to get 60 re-ups.
Yeah.
60.
60.
6-0.
That's the hardest one.
So much. So yeah. No, I think we're going to see a lot more of these events almost every weekend happen now, to the point where it just becomes normal. Oh, only 2 times XP. Come on, Coalition. What are you doing? Because I think if you jump into Gears 4 now, I think it has a 6.66 times XP constantly applied.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
We should be getting onto that first,
Okay.
rather than Gears 5.
Okay, you want to play Gears 4, Lee?
Oh, sure.
Looks like you've just woken up. Like, wait, I heard my name.
No, he's zoning out because he's playing with the Twitch stream.
It's annoying me. I'm trying to get a scrolling text along the bottom.
I see this.
And it's not quite working because every time I do it, it goes wrong.
That's okay. Kyle and I can talk to it.
Do you know, the problem with Gears is I find it quite boring after a while because it's just the same thing over and over again. And it's always the same maps. It's not like they have like a strike or a raid or anything you can do. You just end up doing the same thing all the time.
Agreed.
They have mutators in Horde mode now, though, where you can get a pumpkin head on your model, or you get this big rabbit head. And we were playing with the pumpkin head on.
Right.
And I got shot in the head, and it blew my pumpkin off. And my character model ended up having this tiny little head on this massive body. Simone has a screenshot of it. She must show you. It's so funny. Because the rest of the game, I was running around as Keegan, this big black man with this cool trucker mustache and all the rest. And he's this big black guy like, oh yeah, I'm going to pick up this big thing. And like, You go, that's cool, and then you look at his head, and it's this little head, this tiny little pea.
It was amazing.
So it's like Beetlejuice, are you thinking?
Yeah, it was hilarious. So good. But in the custom games, you can do a whole lot of other stuff now.
Okay.
So you can make it fun.
Oh yeah, I mean it's level 1 fun. Big head. I mean it's the easiest thing to do to make.
What was that game? What was that game that had big heads? Oh, GoldenEye.
Oh yeah.
GoldenEye had big head. Yeah.
There used to be a mod, not a mod, but a mutator in Unreal Tournament where the more kills you got, the bigger your head until someone killed you, and then your head would start at the same size. So as you killed and just went on killing sprees, your head just got bigger and bigger and became a bigger target.
That's fantastic. What a great idea.
It's so good because then everyone knows who to go for, and it's an easy target to kind of pop the ego in a way. But if you can finish the game with a massive head, you can just be like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? I wasn't even trying.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Big head mode.
Big head mode is like level 1 funny. You start off with big
I'm
head
just saying
mode.
N64 1997, big head mode. Oh, he failed the objective.
Okay. Well, if you would like to show the viewers on Twitch what the small head looked like, I have just posted the picture, the screenshot in our Game Face channel on Discord, and it's something of beauty.
Something of
Also,
beauty.
I have these fantastic gun skins that are sketched, so they look kind of cell shaded. So it's kind of like if Borderlands decided to go black and white.
They are so
And
cool.
so they're on my back, and I'm wearing the bunny hat, the bunny head.
Oh yeah, because you're doing bunny heads, where everyone gets a big bunny
Yeah.
head that looks terrifying.
Yeah.
So good. But yes, Gears is lots of fun. You must jump back into Gears. We should do Gears 4.
Yes, we should.
Get that done and dusted.
I never completed Gears 1. I was waiting for help for Gears 1. I never got it. It was very sad.
Did you finish the story?
No,
No.
because I kind of got sick of dying because of Idiot Boy who was helping me.
Yeah, old Dom. Who just watches you die.
He goes, oh, do you want to... Oh, you're dead. Do you want a hat? No, you're dead.
You want a hand? Oh, you died. Oops.
Oh, you died.
Oh, dear.
There you go, picture.
Brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
He's got a rabbit head. And he's got a little head.
Look at how tiny that head is. It's so good.
It's so good. You know, to be honest, your head kind of looks normal, and your body looks too big. I don't know how
It's like a kid.
how that's happened.
Oh, maybe it's a mech.
Oh, yeah. And that's a little... That's like what Lex Luthor, how he fights Superman, where he puts himself in like that big tank
Yes.
buster thing, and it's just his head that pops out, and it's this little head.
Little head.
Little kid.
The little head. Oh, so funny.
All right. So tell us your Unity story, Lee.
It's not a Unity story. It's something completely unrelated. It's related to gaming, but it's not related to...
Oh, okay.
I have
That's
just
interesting.
purchased a PlayStation 4.
Oh yeah, second hand. I presume.
Yes, off a mate who got a PlayStation 5. And he offered to me, last year he offered it to me. When he got his 5, he said, do you want my 5? I was like, oh, not really. Not really that fast. And then Dell said to me on the weekend, she goes, why don't you get a PlayStation? I was like, well, that's a bloody good idea to get, so you kind of have the, you see the difference. Like you can see the games, you can talk about it a bit better. And he's got
yes.
20 games plus controllers and PlayStation 4 for $400. I was like, oh, that's incredible. Yeah. So I'm going to pick it up this weekend, I suspect.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to get into Spider-Man and Gears of War and have a look at those games and actually see if they're any good.
Oh yes. What,
Yeah.
Did you say
Yeah,
Gears
you
of
said
War?
Gears of War.
Gears of
It's
War.
God of War.
No, God of War. Gears of War.
There's a lot of war going on.
Yes. You have both frozen, which is weird.
Ah, so have you.
Oh yeah, you have frozen on our side, but we can still hear you.
Oh, no,
so
you're
that's
back.
Okay.
You're back. That's okay. That's weird.
work.
Yeah, so that's really cool. I'm looking forward to playing on the PlayStation, getting it rigged up.
Ah, yeah.
Tell us what you think of the controller.
I know, yes. I've only played on PlayStation, like, in the last, how many years? Maybe 5 years I've played once on PlayStation. I played Assassin's Creed. Syndicate, 'cause my mate had it. And it felt the same. It was kind of weird. I kind of played it. It was like, oh, you know how to jump, and because it feels like the same buttons at A to whatever it is down the bottom makes you jump and stuff like that. So it was very similar controls straight away.
It's interesting that you say that. The biggest difference for me is the fact that PlayStation has flat buttons and Xbox has raised bumpy buttons.
Oh,
For the right-hand
okay.
side.
I find the two top buttons weird.
I never used those as a kid, so I never...
No, I don't see how you can. But when you see people gaming, you see them with like trigger fingers and then 3 fingers and there's a whole finger. And I'm like, that just looks really confusing, dude.
It does. I've never been able to play like that. Yeah, I can't imagine playing shooters. So as a kid, I had a PlayStation as a kid, but I never played shooters. So they don't have triggers, right? The PlayStation controllers.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the new ones do.
Oh,
They
do
do
now.
now. They do now.
They didn't used to.
No.
They just have left top L1 and L2.
Yeah, then I got L1, L2, and trigger. So there's like 3 buttons on the top. Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah. Which is why the
a lot of
confused face. Like, what's going on here?
Okay. Righto.
Yeah. So this is really cool. I'm because I kind of Dale was the one who came up with the idea though. She's like, you should be playing this to kind of give you the. I was like, Gary's funny. He's like, I wish my wife would say that to me because I'd like to do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to get the option to do it. I think it's quite cool to have a play. What do you think, Carl? You're very quiet.
Oh no, it's you go do your own thing. I'm just gonna carry on getting achievements and beating you, I suppose.
Oh,
Oh,
whatever.
that's good. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever. I'll be able to have a nice mixed kind of review on stuff.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
Interesting
games
to hear.
still come out on PlayStation 4 as well as 5. And it's a Pro as well, so it's the kind of 4K version.
Oh yeah, so it'll last you until 2023 at least.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But I'm thinking I can sell it for what I bought it for as well.
Nice.
Yeah, because all the new Spider-Man games, I thought I'm quite interested in playing the Spider-Man games. They're quite short. They're like 10, 15-hour games. It's quite short, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. They're not the longest things in the world.
Yeah, I'm not sure about God of War. I don't know how long that is.
Yeah. That's a really good game though.
I've heard it's pretty good, yeah. But there's like Uncharted. Games like that have kind of come out and
Oh yeah.
never made it
You don't
across.
have a PC either, eh?
I don't have a PC, no, exactly.
Yeah.
So this
That
could
makes
work
sense.
out quite well. I could kind of get both sides of the games as well. Like that Star Wars game that's going to come out.
Star Wars game.
PlayStation have got Knights of the Old Republic remake coming to PlayStation and PC.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about that. That'll just be a timed exclusive.
I will be, yeah, but I'll be able to get it if I want to for the PlayStation 4 Pro, hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you getting a Pro?
Yeah, I'm getting a Pro, yeah.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Man.
Yes, that's exciting news.
Indeed.
Get Cyberpunk. Why? Why, Paul? Why?
I plan on getting Cyberpunk for the
Yeah,
record.
but would you get it for a PlayStation, though?
Oh,
No.
no. No, of course. I'd only play it on the Series X.
Exactly.
I'd just be setting myself up for disappointment.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice one, Paul.
Paul the Stirrer.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, what other games have you guys played? Or Simone, I suppose, since Lee hasn't played much.
I've also played Pocket, which is basically it's called Pocket City, and it's Sim City on your phone. It's incredible.
Sounds like SimCity for children.
It is. Yeah, no, it's real simple, and I'm doing well in it, so it must be for kids.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's amazing.
Very nice. Okay, so how is it? Wait, so this is a mobile game.
Yeah, mobile game.
You're really scratching the bottom of the barrel there.
I am. Yeah, that's all I got. Seriously, I've been playing one game. I was determined to finish Unity this week. That was all I wanted to do.
Good, good plan.
Yeah, because I really fancy playing Valhalla, but I feel like I can't until I finish the other one. So
No, fair
Yeah.
enough.
And
Good
at
on
least
you.
now with Valhalla, you know that the save bug should be fixed.
oh, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? It's only been 9 months, so hopefully they
Yeah.
fixed it by now.
Almost a year, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Keep going, guys. I'll go sit here and just take the mickey out of you two. You keep telling stories.
I only have one more game, which is, and I don't have a lot to say about it because of spoilers, but I did finish Control this week.
Ooh. And out of 10?
Would I give it 10 out of 10? No, I would give the Game Pass version A 4 out of 5. Sorry, not a 4 out
Okay,
of 10.
not a 4 out of 10.
Yeah. Because it's buggy, which is unfortunate, and it's known that the PC version, the Game Pass PC version, crashes, so you can't
Oh.
even play it on PC.
That's amazing.
But then, I mean, we've heard anecdotally that the Series X version, the Ultimate Edition, is fine. And if you buy the game, it's fine. So my experience was 4 out of 5. I have questions at the end, though, which I probably just need a good Googling session for. But otherwise, again, I love the combat. I love the story. My favorite character in the game, you don't even ever get to meet. The acting is just good. Actually, his, I don't know if this counts as FMV, but Dr. Darling, one of the people at the Bureau.
Dr. Darling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You see, he posts videos, he records videos of himself, basically of the research he's been doing, and you see them on the TV sometimes. So that's all you see of him. But he's not CGI. He's a real person, a real actor. So would that count as FMV or no?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if it's a proper video, it's FMV, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not like
It's not motion video, is it? What's it called?
Yeah.
What's the F stand for?
FMV, full motion video.
Full
so the
motion.
whole thing is in motion.
No, that's
video.
more like that. What's those games you get where you kind of put where you have proper actors and you choose your own
Yeah.
adventure with them? That's a bit like that, real.
Yeah.
Proper
I don't think it's-
actors.
Actual video, actual proper video.
Actors.
Actors? I'm saying actors. I mean people that stood in front of the camera pretending to act.
Yeah.
Wing Commander 3 and 4. Exactly, Paul. You are useful. I was going to kick you out. That was a good answer. Good work.
We love you, Paul. Okay. So I went and looked up the actor for Dr. Darling. He just
Have you ever watched Blackadder?
yes.
There's a darling in that, isn't there? There's a darling in that.
Oh,
He goes,
is it?
"Oh, darling," all the time, Tim. It's brilliant.
Oh,
amazing.
Blackadder. No, sorry, I'm getting confused with Black Books. I've
Blackadder.
never seen
Blackadder goes fourth.
Okay, I know of it. It's British,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, Rowan
Yeah.
Atkinson.
Yeah, Mr. Bean, where he
Mr.
talks.
Bean. It's incredible, yeah.
Oh.
Who plays
yes,
Darling?
I know
Oh,
of it.
yeah, who
I
plays
know of
Darling?
it.
There's a weird actor who plays a Darling, yes.
I think I was a kid when it came out. And my
Yes.
parents didn't really watch British humor. My dad liked Faulty Towers, but that was it.
Well, who doesn't like Faulty Towers? That's the
No.
big question.
Fair enough. But as I was saying, I was saying something about Dr. Darling. So the actor that plays Dr. Darling is actually the voice for Alan Wake in the Alan Wake games.
Oh, yes.
Same guy.
So, do you think that Dr. Darling is actually Alan Wake?
No, I thought about it because it is in the same universe.
Yes.
And you do pick up some collectibles that mention Alan Wake,
Ah, yes.
which is very cool. But I don't see an MO for him pretending to be Alan Wake and being Dr. Darling. I think what I found so endearing about Dr. Darling as a character is that he reminds me of not my direct boss back in Napier, but the manager of the development team back in my old job in Napier, whom I quite liked. So that made it a little bit special in a way, and that's going to sound really weird, but it felt like I half knew him. And
Okay. No, that
it was
makes
really
sense.
great. Yeah, it was cool, and he was neat, and I was curious to see what he might look like if he actually appeared in the game, but he never did. Just videos.
Okay.
The story is really good.
Oh, man, I
It's
can't wait to
just-
play it.
The whole story is just intriguing, and so I just wanted to know, well, what happened next, and it was never expected. No, sorry, the plot. You could explain the plot quite easily. That wasn't too convoluted or twisty in terms of what comes next.
Is
But
it
just-
DLC? Is it DLC?
What? It
DLC.
has DLC.
Does it have DLC? Question.
It does,
Does
it
it have
has
DLC? Oh, okay.
I was sure you said, is it DLC?
No,
I'm like,
Lee
no,
just,
I just
opens up a beer and just yells DLC.
DLC?
So yeah, I don't know. I think that was all I had to say. The story is great. The plot is okay. I don't care two hoots about the plot, but the world building is incredible, and I really enjoyed that. As someone who generally doesn't care about world building.
Oh, that's amazing. And then I saw you mention something about the ashtray maze.
Yes. So I got to the section where the ashtray maze was, and I got excited because Diabolic Jester said, "Let me know what you think when you get here." Now I entered, and I just kept going around in circles, literal circles. And I'm thinking, okay, do I want to just try and figure out this puzzle, or do I want to look on the internet? Because internet is always the absolute last resort for me. I can't stand it. In the end, I forfeited and looked it up, and it turned out that I was missing an item that let me enter the ashtray maze.
Ah, yes.
Were you missing a cigarette?
It was, gosh, what was it? I had to, no, oh yes, I think it was a Walkman.
Oh,
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So I had to chat to the janitor basically, and he gets through the ashtray maze by wearing this headset. And what's fantastic about that is once you do enter the ashtray maze, not only is the room, no, it's not a room, but let's just call it a room, it's like Alice in Wonderland done better.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's insane. And then of course you've got these headphones on, and it's playing instrumental metal, I would almost want to say.
That's really funny because I just googled it and it said ashtray maze music or something as a YouTube thing.
It's so good. And I'm telling you, I reckon I fought better while listening to that music than I have the whole game.
You're focused.
Huh.
The music
Brilliant.
just works for it. It's the best part of the game, that ashtray maze. And it's unfortunate that it's so, well, no, it's kind of a good thing. You have to get through the other missions to get to the ashtray maze. Ashtray maze is about mission.
How many times
8.
can you say ashtray maze in one sentence? That's a question.
Yeah, and this is why I'm drinking so much water. I think it's mission 8 or 9 out of 10 missions. So it's near the end. But oh, man, it's worth it. It's like it feels like you're getting to the climax of the story, and this is where it all ends.
Oh,
Nice.
Brilliant.
Nice.
It's really, really, really good.
Flip, you've gotten me excited about wanting to play it now.
I'm glad. I'm telling you, this is a really, really great game.
Did you feel exhausted after playing it? Was it quite a long game? Were you kind of done with it when
no.
you finished, or did you feel like, I could actually keep playing this for a bit more to...
Oh, I could play it for a bit more, yes. Kyle, don't watch this.
Okay.
You don't want to...
Gosh,
you don't
like-
want to...
Turn it off. Okay.
I think where this person is now is where I was stuck anyway, so you're just
Okay.
stuck in that room until
The
you have
walls keep
items.
moving. It's a bit like a hotel with dodgy...
Incredible, right? But that gives you a slight idea of what I mean by Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it looks
yeah. I
awesome.
want to play the music.
Oh, the music is...
Control
I
sound
think
track.
it's very... It's upbeat metal. Carl, I don't know these genres. It's exciting metal.
What does it make you feel? Do you want to invade England? Do you want to invade Norway?
Is that it?
How's that?
Poets of the Fall as Ode Gods of Asgard. Take control. Oh, so it's Ashtray Maze featuring Poets of the Fall as Ode Gods of Asgard. And it's called Take Control. Mate, you'd love that.
Yeah, no, I need to add that to my library quick.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Sounds
Oh,
fantastic.
so
We might
yeah,
get flagged by YouTube now, but it's worth it.
it was
okay.
short.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say. I still have questions at the end, which I want to talk to. I want to talk to Jester. I want to talk to Gary. I want to talk to Charmander about the ending. It's not a massive twist, but I feel like there was some unresolved question.
You need to discuss it. You need to kind of debrief of it.
I tried to look in our Discord for a spoiler channel, but I seem to have. I thought we had one.
We have got one. We
Couldn't
had
find
one.
it.
We had
It's
one.
hidden. You're not allowed to see it 'cause it's a spoiler channel.
Anyway, it's gone missing. But yes, I do. I need to chat to them because I have questions.
No.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Unless you want to hear about my mobile games, which you don't.
It's Star Wars, isn't it?
It is.
Star Wars.
It is Star Wars. Man. Well, I have lots to say about Scarlet Nexus, but it's all very spoilery. So, unfortunately,
But
I can't say much.
we're going to do a special, aren't we?
yeah, we're going to do a very special episode, a 0.5 game face at some point, where it's going to be basically be a review of Scarlet Nexus.
You're going to spill the beans.
Spoilers and all, and I'll tell you
Spoiler
guys exactly what's happening in the story, where I'm up to, all the twists and turns, and what I think about it. But so far, this game is, man, I got to a point last night, and Simone keeps saying, "Are you finished yet? Are you finished yet?" Because I've just been playing and grinding it, but it is so good. You get to a point and you think, "This is it. This is the end boss," and then you get past the point, and it turns out that that person wasn't the end boss because that person wasn't your enemy because of reasons. And then there's another thing that you have to do that you didn't even think about. And at no point in this game do you ever feel like you know what's going on.
So, Kyle, have you finished it?
Not yet.
Why are we having a special spoiler episode if you haven't finished it yet?
I
'Cause
feel
I'm
like he
going to
needs to
finish it
unload, though.
before.
I feel like he needs to, like, tell us stuff. I feel there's so much
Yeah.
happening in his little mind. He needs to kind of tell people what's going on before he explodes.
There's
Every
so much to
week,
say.
we have this conversation. Every week he goes, "I want to tell you, but it's spoilers." I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you need a spoiler.
This
You
is-
need to do a
This
proper...
is the problem with story games, right? Is that you get to the point in the game where you know the majority of people haven't gotten to. And so you go, "It's so good. I want to tell you about this big thing that's just happened, that's incredible and wow, blew my mind, but I can't because spoilers, because who knows who's listening who might want to play it."
Oh, I think it's awesome. And if it works, we'll do more spoiler ones. I think I like doing...
Spoilery ones.
I think it'd be fun to do spoiler...
Spoiler episodes.
like spoiler 10-minute spoiler episodes.
Yeah. Just quick. Here's the
'Cause
story.
not everyone can be bothered to play a game. They just want to know how it goes.
Yeah.
Some people just like,
Absolutely.
never going to play it. It's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, look forward to that. That'll be coming to your faces at some point. We just need to figure out how life works first. Well, I do. Man, I was working so hard today. I think I fried all my brainworms.
You need
Hey,
to
well, that's a
replace
good
them
thing.
with alcohol. That's what you do. You don't need brainworms, you need alcohol. It fixes it all.
Lee 2021. You don't need brainworms. You need alcohol.
I speak
Ah.
the truth.
Oh yeah, I think that's all our games really. There's not much else to talk about, unless you want to talk about my brainworms. But we'll save that for another time.
They've all gone, dude. There's nothing to talk about.
Here we go.
Well, thank you guys for listening to Game Face. It's been a wrap this week. It's been a wrap this week. Never mind. That's just my fried brain talking. So yeah, if you like this episode, please subscribe and rate us on your podcast platform of choice. We try and do Game Faces coming out every Wednesday, in case you guys want to know our time frame. So it's new news on Saturday, Game Face on Wednesdays, just so you know when to, check your phone and get it updated onto the podcast app and download it so that we can get those cool numbers coming in and boost our egos a bit. We're also doing, yeah. Does Simone want to talk about it?
Sure.
Cool. Carry on.
My turn? Okay, cool. So every year we celebrate scary horror games in October. We've been doing this for 3 years now, since
Yep.
2019.
Because we're
This
original
year-
like that.
Yes.
Hey, consistent, dude.
This year, we got a bit. Well, I got a bit sick of scary games, so where there was a bit of debate. I can't quite remember. The viewers or those on our Discord may remember whose idea it was to play.
I think it was
the-
Kyle's, I think Kyle caused this issue.
It wasn't. It was either myself or Matty.
Oh, okay.
And I remember it being myself, but it could totally have been Matty because I remember getting the idea of him, but it might have been his idea and I ran with it. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Just claim it for yours. It's fine. He never talks to us anyway. He just mutters under his text. So
Well,
bring it, Matty.
We do. We still love him to pieces.
Of course.
So this October, everyone in our community is playing The Witcher. You don't have to have not started it already. You just need to make some progress in it. Kyle and I've never played the game. I have only watched the TV show. Kyle has played a smidgen of it on PC, and Lee has played a smidgen of it on Xbox.
I think I played about 5 hours or so, 10 hours. I played a little bit.
I think in terms of the entirety of the game,
yes,
that
not
counts
much.
as a smidgen.
Yeah, no, it does.
So we're going to play The Witcher, make some progress.
The
on
Witcher
it.
3.
The Witcher 3 specifically, yes.
Yes.
The Wild Hunt. I bought the Game of the Year edition yesterday, so I've got it ready. I've got it in physical form. What else is there to say? There's no competition or anything.
4 hours of this game I've played.
Oh, well done.
Cool.
About 200 plus.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be talking about bits of the story on our Discord and just being excited, sharing screenshots, and just being very witchery in preparation for Season 2 coming out in December.
Yes. And the next gen patch hopefully dropping soon.
Witcherween. We're going to call it Witcherween? I feel like that was the best.
I'm going to put up a poll on Instagram with the two options. We're thinking either Witchtober or Witcherween.
But
And
Dale,
we
who's the
shall
adult,
see.
said Witcherween, and she's the adult in the family, so, you know.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, her vote gets double weight.
Okay, excellent.
So we will come up with a name before October. Don't worry. I don't think there's anything more to say about that. But join us. We would love you to join us.
And pick it up for cheap as well. Like, you
Yes.
buy it for next to nothing on it on EB Games, eBay, Trade Me, anywhere like that. It's cheap.
I got my copy. Now, I got the Game of the Year edition, so that's a little bit more expensive. I got my copy from EB Games as a pre-owned, and it was $44.
Oh, really? That much?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have a feeling the Xbox One version is maybe a bit more expensive than the PlayStation One because their pricing works on demand. So I think they have more PlayStation copies of The Witcher 3
yes.
than they do of the Xbox One. That's my theory.
I'm trying to work out which one I'm playing then, because I've got the Game of the Year edition. Is that one, is it? Or does it all 360?
It
Oh,
didn't
good
come out on
question.
360.
I didn't come on 360. Okay.
No.
Oh, no, it
So
doesn't. No,
it's-
platform 1 or Series X, yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully CD Projekt Red get together and they actually release the next gen patch before October.
Yes, like the next week.
Like, yeah, they've got 2 weeks. Come on, guys. We believe in you. You can do it.
Come on, we've got a whole podcast hinging on this, so you need to sort it out, guys.
You need to sort
They're
it
obviously
out.
listening as well, so.
I mean, of course they are. Who wouldn't?
I was thinking of sending them just a very polite tweet asking whether they think it'll be out before October because all our friends are going to play it.
Oh, you should totally do it.
Cool, I will.
And the nice thing about Witcherween or Witchtober is that the 1st of October is a Friday, which means
Oh, no way.
that after work on a Friday, we can kick back, get some takeout, have some beers, and start The Witcher for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, so many hours.
Oh, that's great. I
All
have,
the hours.
unfortunately, I have an upgrade in October, which will knock out one of my weekends.
Just push it into November. Be fine. Just say to the boss, hey, dude, more important things are happening this month.
Oh, man, I wish I could, but they were scheduled to go live last year already.
Oh, well,
and
they can wait another month.
I should tell them, hey. I said I've
Yeah.
got better things to do. I'm sorry.
Sorry, dude. We have priorities and you're not on a very high up, so.
Yeah, just be like, oh, it clashes
to
with
be
my
you.
calendar.
Yeah.
Kyle, we're also planning to go away like the weekend after.
Oh, you're in lockdown. You can't go away.
No,
It's
no,
fine.
the weekend before, the 25th of September, isn't it?
Oh, no, we moved it. I had to reschedule it, remember, because we're still in lockdown.
Ah. Well, we're going to be in
You'll be in lockdown
anyway.
for another month anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
think you've got
true.
that issue.
Oh, it's sad though because it's getting warm now, so we want to go to the beach.
To
Yeah,
the
no.
beach.
Look, I'm even wearing my beach necklace.
Oh,
Beach,
excellent.
Nicholas.
In solidarity.
And sadness.
All right, let's call it there. We've talked enough nonsense now. So join us for Witcherween or Witchtober. Check out our Instagram to vote on the poll to see what the name is. It's coming up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Where can they find you, Simone?
I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
And Lee?
I am Lee Howard on Xbox and Twitter. Still, I'm not yet. What was it? Sir Buttons.
Buttons.
I feel like it sounds like a kitten's name. I'm not sure I can pull it off. I feel like I need something less buttons.
It's totally a kitten's name, but that's why it suits you so well.
I don't know if it does.
I'm on Lee's side.
If you looked up like what the opposite of a kitten is, there would be pictures of Lee. Like Lee is the anti-kitten.
Paul's not helping. He reckons I can do it, but
You can pull it off. You'll just be like, do it ironically.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you can find me at XarCrius on Xbox. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.